involved in a website I was looking at. Didn't realize it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Looking at some health information called Health Disparities. And I'll share some of the information with you. Tonight is about celebrating Black History Month and Black History Month 2022. Here we go. Thank you so much. I see you. Please don't hesitate to make a comment. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's Wednesday night, AfroEconomics Live. Black History Month. I wonder how loud that sounds to you. I am blasting it. I am blasting my music. It's late to me. 8 o'clock. It's like late. And it's just the beginning of the night to some of y'all. I've been up since like 4 a.m. I think I woke up at 3:30. I try to naturally wake up at 3:30. If I'm late, Cheryl, my alarm goes off at 4. But I remember laying there talking to Michael, talking about something, and then the alarm went off. And I'm starting to get him up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Good habits are contagious. Thank you, Miss Davis, Stone Mountain, Georgia. You look cute too. Thank you so much. I was just wondering about Mr. Fleming. Thank you I hope that saying hi from both of you means that Mr. Fleming is doing great. Thank you, you all. It really makes my evening. It really does. It's good for my mental health to get your positive comments. Just know that I appreciate you. I think that in our quest for being healthy, and there's this huge discussion all the time about mental health. But if we really think about it, like, mental health does not mean that we don't have to show, or it's not still important to show people how much you appreciate them. I think that that if we can allow ourselves to be vulnerable and show love, that the whole world will become a better place and mental health won't be so much of a concern. So interesting that the Black History theme for 2022 is about health and wellness, and the healthier we are in all aspects, I believe that it helps us make healthier financial decisions. And today, on the way to the office, and I don't even know why I didn't realize this before, but I guess if I was in corporate America or something, I would have thought about it. But today I realized that this is my 30th year in financial services. Oh my goodness. Good thing I started my career at 5 years old. And they said I was young to be starting out. Little did they know, 30 years later, it would pay off, right? But, 30 years in financial services. So I just want to tell you with open heart how much I appreciate you all for, your enthusiasm, your support, your sincerity, and your love that you've shown to JB Bryan Financial Group, that I started, you know, 27 years ago. Yeah, I was out there in corporate America for 3 years and then went on and started my firm and haven't looked back since. Thank God for carrying me this far. Oh, thank you, Miss Daniels. I appreciate you. The can is the audio? Can y'all hear me? Okay. The Michael is saying that maybe I should use the headset, which I could, and it no, that's the speaker. It's gonna be a little difficult, darling, to switch over. If you can y'all hear me? Okay, Miss Daniels, just let me know. He might not be able to hear me, but let me know if you can hear me okay. You can hear Miss Daniels can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay, Jenny, in the studio? Can you hear me okay? Oh, good, good, good. That's my executive producer. Came running into the studio. Yes, indeed. And then also, how about like we're always told about being forgiving, like how America has every is growing like according statistically 4 times as many people have mental health issues than they did prior to mental health or addiction issues. I think they put it all together. Like the number is like 4 times as high as what it was before. So wouldn't you think, knowing that we would be more compassionate of each other, right, Ms. Charles? Like that we should just be like more supportive. And now when I think about that, I was thinking about the Whoopi Goldberg situation. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but Whoopi misspoke, I guess, because it didn't seem to me like she was saying anything that she to harm anybody, but she misspoke and she apologized, and she's been now on 2 week suspension. And it made me think, what do we need to do to represent, especially those who are in a position to make the world a better place? How beautiful it would have been if The View and the ladies on The View said, Whoopi made a mistake. Let's forgive her because she had no malicious intent. And let's move on. Let's move on from that. Let's not like beat her down for the next 2 weeks. We're talking about suicide rates are up, mental health issues are up, people are misspeaking, their road rage issues are up, people are quitting their jobs at record numbers. We need to be more forgiving. Would you all agree that unless we started, and stop like looking for opportunities to attack one another, there's just certain people who like will even look at, I don't know, tonight's discussion. And instead of just looking at it from, oh, this is just a lady showing love during Black History Month, wanting her community to be financially and mentally and physically healthy. That's it. It's as simple as that. And just look at the heart and the intention. And then we can really move forward. But most importantly, know that when you have good intention and it is not received in the way that you put it out there, know that you need to just focus on your own intention. Don't put a lot of effort in lost effort in trying to seek the acceptance of outside sources who have decided they're not going to understand you in the first place. You cannot make someone understand you. And I think that Whoopi Goldberg is an example, and the other brother that lost his job, the NFL coach, they are examples of the pressure that we're under as Black professionals. So when I look at, there's some research. Now I'm gonna share screen, and there's so much research that's like often shared with us about, oh, we have this, compared to this, and that like this one is called Healthcare Disparities Among African Americans. And it just shows that we're more likely to have high blood pressure at an early age. And the numbers get worse as we get older. That could have a lot to do with the stresses in the workplace. Diabetes, we are more likely to have diabetes. Stroke, we're more likely to have a stroke even at these young ages. Almost 1% of 18 to 34 Black people are having strokes. 2%, 35 to 49. And then 7% versus 4% for white persons that were researched. So that's almost double. And it is like in this 35 to 49, it is double. That's where, what, you're kind of in the middle of your career. And in my work, I see that a lot. Yeah, I see that a lot in my work, of the stress that we go through in our professions of trying to make sure that you say the right thing. I hear a lot of, I don't even want to be manager. I don't even want to get a promotion. I don't even want to, that's, saying a lot about our situation in the workplace and its impact on our mental health, our impact on our hopes, our aspirations, our dreams. And it says like this is all on the Pfizer.com. The American Heart Association said getting checked regularly and working with doctors to decrease risk factors can take care of African Americans' heart health. Why do they say things like that? Getting checked regularly. What is it? What is it? Getting checked regularly and working with doctors to decrease risk factors. So not exercise, not a gym, not fitness, not counseling, not anything. Just just get checked regularly. Sometimes when I see this stuff, and and thank God I can say this, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my and the top and the all of my heart with very positive intention. Just checking for things is not prevention. Why in the world is this constant about going in so that in the medical field they can get this appointment, and you check, and come back next year and make sure you check, and go home, eat the French fries, eat the fried chicken, do what you're doing. We don't really need to talk to you again till you're sicker. Because right now you're just borderline, and I can give you some things to do, but I really don't feel like it because there's just not enough money there. This company right here, among many of them, you can't give a prescription to a healthy person because they don't need it. So you just got to go and keep checking with that doctor and keep the bad habits. Keep the bad habits, keep checking with the doctor, and at some point, they'll be able to give you a prescription so that my money can make more money off. My company can make money off you. We really need to catch on to that. That your good health is not by going to do an exam. Your good health is everything you do before you go take that exam. That's all the exam. When you go to the doctor, it should just be to go and get your blood work, just to celebrate all the good things that you've done. And you want it to be covered by insurance. Because that is not, just going in there regularly is not going to stop you. And from getting very, very sick the other 364 days of the year. I have to make a consistent, constant effort. And it gets harder every year in order to stay in motion and try to stay healthy as possible as I pursue my dream. And that really is the best thing that we can do during Black History Month, is to keep it real with us on how much it takes to stay mentally, physically, spiritually healthy in today's environment and historically. So the theme, Mr. Barton, thank you. Benita, please turn on your camera. How you doing? Because look at you, pretty girl. You and Jenny, my pretty girls, and Mike, my handsome man, and Mr. Barton. Look at y'all, looking good. AfroEconomics has the best looking people. I'm not even gonna let y'all see them because until y'all really, really, really make some serious comments in there, Miss Daniel, like, I want to see who's in the studio. Oh, no. Rosita, you are beautiful and healthy, not without effort. There is effort in that. I think that we live in a society that does not tell us the true ingredients of a healthy Black person over the long term, and how to make that, how in order to protect our health. Like, as a female, this is what they say each year: breast cancer prevention, go to your doctor. What in the world is preventing breast cancer by going to my doctor? There are strategic steps that you can take to have a healthy life to reduce your risk of getting cancer cells in your body that will include your breast. You want to keep yourself out of a toxic state of mind. It is not about doing a mammogram with all the radiation that it gives us. Doing a mammogram is not what prevents breast cancer. It is a way to hopefully, if a person has cancer, stop them from dying from the cancer, because then they'll go in and they'll do whatever, all these types of treatments and this and that. But how about we focus on prevention? So one time I had this like last time I looked up, it said it was stacked as first. I said, what are the leading causes of breast cancer? Google it yourself. Number one it had listed was alcohol. Why do I consistently see on Facebook grown women with breasts just turning up and bragging about it? And then they go into the mammogram. That is our Black history commitment to being healthy. And then we brag about it, going to get my mammogram. That is not what you prevent. You prevent when we change the habits that create toxic cells in our body. We can't, that's what does it. This friend of mine, he died, massive heart attack. Profile picture was a glass of liquor and a big cigar. Big cigar and a glass of liquor. So then his friend said, we gonna be at the club tonight. Turn up. We gonna get some biggies on. And I'm thinking to myself, so here it is, 2,200, 300, whatever, Black guys now going to celebrate a Black man who died from a preventable cause. But he was celebrating it. We're celebrating it. We cannot celebrate it. If we do these things that hurt ourselves, let's not put it as a profile picture. Let's just not do it. Let's just don't. I'm sorry. I'm being mean on her. I know you are RN and everything. I'm being mean.
No, you're speaking the truth.
So this man says today, he posts up a friend about getting prostate cancer. Now, of course, everybody knows that does happen. But the way that it is received is that every man is supposed to, like breast cancer. Like it's just that we're supposed to all at some point get it. No, we're not going to all get it. We're not. That is an industry thing to go after you. We can prevent these things. If it happens, it happens. But we do not have to all get it. So I had this dentist one time, amazing story. So he said, well, my PSA. He said, my PSA numbers were up. Now, research has shown, and y'all can Google this, that Black men have been given prostate surgery unnecessarily. Hundreds of thousands unnecessarily. So this white guy, he says, my PSA numbers were up. And I didn't really know what it was. So he said, well, it's a precursor. That's what they use to judge, it's prostate cancer, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why the dentist decided to tell me about that. I don't know. He's a financial advisor. But he was talking to the right one, right? Right, Benita? Like he was like, he said he saw that in me. That's my gift. That's my gift. So he
Yes,
said,
it is. It speaks to
Amen. So he says, my PSA number. So he said, this is what I'm doing. I'm changing my habits. I'm changing my habits. I'm changing my habits.
Amen.
That man got his PSA numbers down. Now he lost a dramatic amount of weight because he changed his entire diet. You know, he probably changed the way he was working, wasn't working all the time. Like, because being a dentist is a very stressful job, like all of our jobs. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking this news about healthcare workers like you, Benita, like they were saying, like, y'all are just quitting and everything. You know, I can't imagine it. So thank you for all that you do. But he says, so he changed his numbers went down so much that it wasn't a concern anymore.
Wow.
We need to fight for our health and realize that the word says that we have everything within us to heal ourselves. It says that we have everything to heal ourselves. Not just some. So we can't just like go to church, cause dress up and then have on the nicest clothes and participate and show no faith. That's how, like, that is what faith is about. Faith is about what you do. Faith is about how you live. Faith is about, like, you're sitting here killing yourself. We have to stop. We have to grab our life back. That's not everybody has their thing. My thing has never been drinking or smoking. Those things are easy for me to skip. But I had to stop eating ice cream. Ice cream, when I went through a divorce and my daughter was a little baby, ice cream became my man. That was my man. My baby go to sleep, I sneak down to the fridge. Hey, baby. He was like, hey, boo. And we would just chill. Oh, my goodness. He was good to me. That, I mean, ice cream, whatever it is, like, that would have killed me if I did not stop doing it. You would not have known me today if I had kept doing that, because my family history, like yours, has multiple things. So when they ask me, I try very hard to avoid it, because I ain't trying to fill up their sheet. So has anybody in your family ever had? Has anybody in your family ever had? I go, no, 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 no. No. You don't need to fill up their database. If they weren't born with it, it's something that we developed over our life. There are people that are actually born with things that don't operate correctly in their body. But other than that, that's something that we did to our body. That we can correct. There's things that you cannot. Little babies come out, heart defects and stuff. They cannot control that. But if we get older and we develop heart problems from smoking too much, come on. Woo! So the theme for Black History Month, I'm going to share this with y'all. I want to share this with you. I don't know how easy it is, but I'm going to read the parts that you need. But I just want you to see it when I refer to these websites. So have you all ever heard of this website? Ashala, I think they call it Ashala, but it's the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. I had never heard of it until I heard of it too. It was a couple of years ago, and I was so excited when I discovered it because it was started by Carter G. Woodson, And there's so many people that don't know about it. Like Zita was just saying, she didn't know about it either. Have you ever heard of it, Mr. Barton? Yeah, but this it's interesting. So let's look at the article. So did you know? Well, this is one because I really want to find out if I'm the only one. Did you know that every year Black History Month has a theme?
No.
I had no idea. Exactly. Like so Ms. Lewis on Sunday. That's why we gotta talk, right? So I remember she said she's a principal, so she is all knowing. Principals know everything. So she said this year's Black History theme is wellness and health and wellness. And we need to add wealth to that. I said, wow, really? I didn't know. So look, started Googling. And then I saw on this website the see on their website they have like when Carter G. Woodson established what was then called Negro History Month, 1926, and he said for those interested in the study of identity and ideology, the change the okay, and then it says the theme. So each year, this organization selects the theme for the whole country. How powerful, right? So it says the theme for 2022 focuses
Wow.
on the importance of Black health and wellness. This is about you. It's about you, Miss Pritchard. Isn't that something?
That's news to me.
So look. So it says, look, medical practitioners. Look, don't say nothing about nurses. Isn't that sad? It's like,
That's okay. We know we in there.
look, birth workers. He's got midwives. It's just like the but it's a medical practitioners. I guess yeah, that's you're in that right throughout, and then the 2022 theme considers
That's right.
activities, rituals, initiatives that Black communities have done to be well. And then I really don't know if we've really done enough to be well. You know, so then it goes into public health and community health, public and community health, but that's government. This is government initiatives. But it really makes you think. Like, as a community, like we have like sororities, fraternities, and but we don't really have like health groups that are just about health. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a that wow. And we have like such huge health disparities. No, and our community, like I saw some disability numbers one time, and it said it gives like an estimate of like 10 years from now or whatever. It was saying that the majority of people on disability will be Black people,
Hmm.
but yet we don't represent the majority of the population. But
Can't be.
because of the illness,
Yeah, we're on the platform. I'm gonna go on YouTube as well. Again, but I mean, isn't the symptoms of high blood pressure for young adults is almost similar as for adults, where you don't feel it? Um, or if you do, you kind of blanket it off with something else until and try to self treat or don't even really treat. No, I'm just saying. I wonder if what the kids are experiencing or young adults are experiencing with having high blood pressure is what adults, if whether they go to the doctor or if they don't. Because unfortunately, even though we might know what we are dealing with, some of us may not be as proactive, if you will, or still adopt the same lifestyle that puts you in that situation. But when you go to the doctor, they only give you so many minutes. And like I have a doctor who tells me, well, you have high cholesterol and says you need to have a low fat diet and XYZ. Well, my next question would be, well, what do you consider a low fat diet? But they don't take the time to go any further than that. It's just like, or they put it in your portal, you know, it's not giving you anything. So true. They probably do for mine. That's why at least sometimes I think people they like get this woman out of here. But also too, even like for our not elderly, but just for our seniors, at least I try with my parents if they let me, going to their appointments if they let me, because I listen to some of the stuff for your spouse's appointments, different, just being there, to hear what they say, so it can bounce off somebody else's ears, and even if they don't think it's a question, you can ask the questions, because it's like when you do a test, when you do an exam or you write a book, not write a book, you're writing a paper, you look at your work, you proofread it, but it's nice if they talk about what your resume, you write your resume, you give it to someone else to review, and they might have different points. Good the same way when you go into appointments to have somebody, depending on the appointment, just to be another ear, just to be another set of eyes. That don't sound right. That don't look right. Why is this? And then of course they want you to really get out of there. But That's true. Did they ask you to take them for a spin?